Ukraine is in its strongest position for nearly a year. April 5, 2026. Ukraine's front line is in its strongest position for nearly a year, Volodymyr Zelensky has said, citing MI6 intelligence.
Kyiv's defenses are in their most secure state for the past 10 months, according to the British security agency's assessment, despite Russia's spring offensive. However, the Ukrainian president admitted that the situation along the 640-mile front where Ukraine is facing relentless Russian assaults remained complex, but that overall the front line is holding.
In a media briefing on Friday, he told reporters, "I received MI6's assessment. The situation on the front is currently the best for Ukraine in the past 10 months. This is their conclusion, and our partners see it as well." Analysts said that Russia's anticipated spring-summer offensive against its fortress belt cities in the Donbass had largely stalled as a result of Ukrainian strikes. Kyiv's military stepped up its precision drone campaign earlier this year, choking Russia's frontline forces and preventing reinforcements and equipment from moving forward quickly enough to sustain offensive operations. Its counterattacks at the front have also reclaimed strategic ground. Reports suggest that from late January until mid-March, Ukraine regained more than 154 sq miles near Oleksandrivka and Huliapol, its most significant gains since 2023. But Russian strikes on Ukrainian cities continue to intensify.
Kyiv officials claim the Kremlin is changing its aerial tactics to increase civilian suffering, shifting to daytime barrages and shifting its targets beyond energy infrastructure. At least 6 people were killed across the country on Friday after Moscow launched nearly 500 missiles and drones in a major daylight attack. Mr. Zelensky earlier this week offered the Kremlin a ceasefire over the Easter holiday, with the proposal passed via U.S. officials. The Kremlin said it had received no such plan. The holiday is celebrated on April 12 in both countries. "Our proposal for a ceasefire over Easter remains," the Ukrainian leader added on Friday. Moscow intensifying its strikes during what should have been silence in the skies was an escalation that cannot be ignored, he added. In an apparent response, Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesman, re-emphasized Moscow's demands that Kyiv's forces withdraw from the whole of the eastern Donbass region, including the parts still held by Ukraine. Last year, an Easter ceasefire was partially observed, with Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, announcing a temporary truce on Easter Saturday until Easter Sunday. However, fighting along parts of the front line never fully stopped. Meanwhile, Ukraine has been seeking to leverage its anti-drone warfare expertise, amassed over 4 years of fighting Russia, to increase its ties with the Gulf states under attack by Iranian drones. Last week, Mr. Zelensky visited several Middle Eastern countries and signed defense agreements with Qatar and Saudi Arabia. "I believe that we have changed the attitude of the Middle East and the Gulf region toward Ukraine for many years ahead," he said. By The Telegraph, story by Robert White, April 4, 2026.